back to the Longarm Quilting Business Show. I'm Lindell from the Quilt Room in Melbourne, Australia, and this is part 2 of our 4-part troubleshooting series, When Things Go Wonky. Last episode, we talked about tension troubles, how to spot them and fix them without losing your mind. Now, there was nothing groundbreaking in that episode. It's all just common sense things that we probably know, but it does give you a good checklist to go through when things start to go wrong and you start to get stressed. Today, we're going to be diving into another common long arm issue, which is skipped stitches. So you're quilting along, everything seems fine, and then you spot it, a big ugly gap where stitches should be. Or worse, you finish a whole row, flip the quilt over, and there they are, little skips you didn't even notice while quilting. So let's talk about why it happens and what I check first when it does. First things first, again, don't panic and keep quilting. If you notice skip stitches, stop immediately. Continuing to quilt and hoping it magically fixes itself will only make it worse and give you more to unpick later. Take a breath, get a cuppa, go straight into troubleshooting mode. Here is my go-to checklist, the things that I run through in my head to try and narrow down the cause of the skip stitches. Number 1, the needle. Again, is it bent? Is it blunt? Is it the wrong size or type for your thread? Is it too small for a bigger thread? Is it too big for a smaller thread? If in doubt, swap it out. Going up a needle size often solves the problem, especially with thicker threads or lofty batting. Speed and direction. Skip stitches can happen when you are quilting too fast or even too slowly. They're far more likely also when you change directions quickly. So slowing down, quilting smoothly, especially when stitching over dense or intricate patterns or thick seams, can help the problem. High loft batting like polyester or wool, or even the very thin low loft like the thin bamboo, can cause skips due to the thickness or the thinness. Adjust your needle size and tension to match the loft. Thread type. Some threads can be fussier. If you've changed to a thicker or slippery thread like a rayon or polyester, again, adjust the needle size and tension accordingly. And lastly, if you're on any machine and you're experiencing skipped stitches, it could very well be due to the hopping foot height. If the foot is set too high above the quilt surface, the needle may not form a proper stitch, leading to skips. On my Bernina Q24, I'm pretty lucky because it's very easy to switch out for another hopping foot. And I've got a couple of hopping foots that I can adjust the height on very, very easily. And honestly, 9 times out of 10, trying a different hopping foot will fix the skipped stitches. So on the other brands of long arms such as Gamel, Innova, Handy Quilter, the A1s, I know it's not quite as easy to swap out the hopping foot, but you may find you need to adjust the height of the hopping foot so that it is sitting a little bit closer to the fabric. And I'm not going to go through every machine here, but a general rule of thumb is that it should be around about a business card's width between the top of your hopping foot and your fabric. So if you're battling skip stitches, here is the action plan. Switch out your needle, slow down your quilting, consider the batting and thread choices, although if you're in the middle of a quilt, hard to change those. Maybe something to think about for next time. And most importantly, check and adjust your hopping foot height. It is far more important than you might think. And I have found in my 10 years of quilting that it solves 95% of skip stitch problems. Next week, we'll be tackling thread tantrums, what to do when thread keeps snapping or shredding. It's a big one, so don't forget to subscribe and don't miss it. Thanks for tuning into this episode of the Longarm Quilting Business Show. Please subscribe to be notified about new episodes, and if you like what you hear, it would mean the world to me if you would go and leave a rating or a review. It helps others to find me. Here's to quilting smart and living well.